Our story follows Mofan, a ninth grader who is nervous about the exams leading to the high school entrance. However, the main man is not nervous because he lacks in the IQ department, but because it's about magic. The last time he thought about magic was during a nap after being approached by an old geezer handing him a necklace, which he currently is wearing. When he woke up from the nap, Mofan found the normal world changed. Mofan's father awaits him at the entrance. The man is there to support his son. He even found him a job like his just in case Mo failed the exam, which is understandable because Mo only had 3 months to study, and the exam covered 9 years of material. That said, unlike his father, Mo doesn't want to be a driver. He aims to be the best and wants to become the strongest mage out there. Seeing his determination, the Giga Chatham, a father, says, "I believe in you, son. You want to become a mage, you will become one, and I will try my best to help you." While walking back home with his friend, Mo spots his father talking to his boss, who happens to have some connections in the high school Mo wants to attend. Muho refuses and continues to press Mo's father for asking such a foolish request. You see, our MC is quite a player. When he was young, he once escaped with the successor of the renowned Mu family. While having dinner, the Giga Chad tells his son that he needs to worry not as he talked to quote-unquote a good old schoolmate of his, and he generously accepted to help. He also adds, "I'm thinking of renting the house since I will be away at day working extra shifts to cover the extra expenses. Hence, to save money, why don't you live at a school dorm like your sister?" He then tries to shift the mood by telling his son that the girl Mo hooked up with when he was younger is back, but Mofan doesn't show interest in her and tells his dad, "Father, I can't wait to join the magic school. I will study hard to make lots of money so we can do whatever we want and live wherever we want, me, you, and Shinsha." When Mo goes to his room, he remembers the time when the chick from the Mu family approached him to escape with her. Unfortunately, they got caught and her father put all the blame on him. Mo's father stood up for him and got tossed around like a rag doll with no dignity for his son to be spared. But who cares about the past, where the kids of the day and the day of the talent assessment has come, where each student will go and lay their hand on a crystal ball that will glow according to what element the student can wield. A chubby fella keeps mocking Mofan, but Mofan doesn't respond. His homie John stands up for him. Fast forward a bit, Mubai is first to awaken his power. It's an ice power, just like all the Mu clan members, and he already has a star showing on his badge, meaning he is talented, is quite powerful since usually all students have their 7 stars dim. As soon as Ice Boy gets back to his seat, he starts talking trash to Mofan, who is about to lay his hand on the crystal and awaken from it everyone. However, they all leave the class when they hear about a crystal glowing purple, meaning someone has awakened Thunder, a rare 1 in 1,000 awakening. Meanwhile, in the next room, Mo also has awakened purple, but it then changes to the color red representing his fire talent, which is considered a more powerful talent and valuable one than ice. Mo doesn't make a big deal of it in front of his classmates, but on the inside, he is tripping on power due to having awakened 2 talents, which never happened before, not in this school at least. 2 months later, the teacher is educating the students about their talents and how they get more power with each star they can unlock. When 7 stars are unlocked, the mage can harness the element power. To his classmates' amazement, Mubai is able to unlock 6 stars. The normal rate is 2, or at the most 3 stars at this stage. Their amazement then turns to mockery toward Mofan, who can't unlock 1 star. Later, Mo heads to an alley to practice mastering his Thunder star chart. Mo then rushes to a park where his sister is sitting on a swing after some thugs took her wheelchair. Mofan heads to tell them off and take the chair. But when they don't concede, the man takes a step back and starts praying he doesn't flop, unlocking his last star. Upon unlocking the 7th star, Mo hits the leader with a thunderbolt, scaring the rest away. Meanwhile, Mubai is having a meeting with his uncle Muho, who is asking about his progress. He also asks about Mofan's progress. So the douche tells him Mofan is unable to unlock 1 star, making his failure and expulsion from the school inevitable. Back home, Mo is taking a bath and practicing his fire talent. Later, he tells his sister that he is indeed a thunder mage, but keeps it a secret, deciding he will only use it as a trump card when his back to a wall. After a while, a new smoking hot teacher arrives at the class. Her name is Tanya, and she is a hands-on training teacher whom one wouldn't mind taking extra courses with. She shows the kids what they would be capable of doing once unlocking their 7th star according to their talents, of course. On the other end, the Ice Bastards devise a plan to rig the upcoming power measurements via a magical stone that absorbs power so that Mofan gets the lowest rank, resulting in his expulsion. Talking about the devil, he is still practicing controlling his chart, which he has unlocked 5 stars on so far. At some point, Mo feels very depleted with no mana to continue, but he realizes they may also test their endurance, so he continues building his strength and mana. On the day of the power measuring contest, the person with the best power will be given a prize handed by the Mu family head. Student after student tries their hand at the crystal. John gets an A and requests to try the magic release, as aside from getting a good grade, the students also kinda compete to get the attention of the Mu family. After John fails to cast a spell, Mu Bai's turn is up and he gets an S on the measurement test and then requests to cast a spell so he can impress the fairest maiden in the land. His magic release gets mark B. The Mu headmaster is impressed, unlike his daughter, who wants to stick around and see Mo Fan's performance. Uncle Douche gives the signal to place the magic-absorbing stone just before our boy takes the stage, and as soon as Mo Fan places his hand on the crystal, his power starts getting sucked. The Beta teacher panics as he doesn't want one of his students to fail and be expelled, making him the laughingstock of his colleagues. Meanwhile, the Alpha Mommy teacher notices something off about the test. That said, Mo Fan's training paid off and he managed to overpower the sucky stone, scoring him the B mark, which is above average. However, Miss Yui is not pleased and requests to redo the test with a new ball since this one is faulty, and surprise, to everyone's shock, the MC of the story easily managed to land an impressive S. Mo proceeds to request to do at magic release. Mu Bai runs an entire inner dialogue that he will be the one to impress and that his star will shine brighter. No way Mo Fan can outshine him. Funny enough, Mo Fan manages to do that literally and figuratively when he lit the target dummy on fire. The principal commands his power, as he notes, without a major family backing him to achieve all that he did at this stage is quite remarkable, adding his a great potential within him as well as a future that the Mu headmaster decided to end when the MC refused to take on a valuable paraclete and process to insult the head douche for what he did back then to his father. Mu-ho requests for the kid's immediate expulsion, but the Chad principal refuses. Mu Bai, who is as dense as his ice, challenges a man that clearly outclasses him both in strength and charisma to a duel, which is precisely what Mo Fan wants, putting the condition if he wins, Master Ice will have to apologize for his father, and if he loses, he will apologize to the lame Sub-Zero. Miss Yui steps in and diffuses the station as duels between underage mages are prohibited, so instead, to get his apology, Master Mu arranges a duel between Mo Fan and his adoptive son. The duel will take place after 2 years when they become of age. Knowing to prepare Yuan for the upcoming battle, the Mu clan will not spare anything to train their kid. Mo Fan decides to start training as soon as possible. And training he shall receive. The school has 3 magical paracletes that boost the progress of the mages, and the students will get to use them one by one. The higher-ranked students are given more time than others, but since Mo Fan is being punished for his behavior earlier, he will only get to use it for 10 days despite being ranked 1 in class. While Mu Bai and another girl mage that can wield fire will be using the paracletes for 30 days and then hand it to the lower-ranking students, who will, in turn, follow the same cycle with less time till the semester ends. While training, Mo Fan asks Mu Bai some questions about the paracletes. Bai explains they are levels to them. The one the school has can boost progress by 20%, and the one Yuan is training with can boost it by 40%. Later, while sitting on the roof, Mo's necklace starts to glow whenever it gets close to the paraclete, and then suddenly it eats it, making our boy panic, as losing this valuable material will not only cause an immediate expulsion, but also the person will no longer be eligible to become a mage. Luckily, Miss Hadi arrives and figures out what happened. She tells Mo that his necklace is one of a kind spirit item that can boost the progress of a mage, and likewise, it too can be upgraded and boosted by feeding on other magical items as well as monster spirit, making it more powerful and effective. She then hands it to Mo Fan and tells him not to worry about the paraclete disappearance. She will take care of it tomorrow before they leave on a field training. An army commander called Zhang Kong tasks the class with a bounty hunt, which spooks them since matters like this get handled by experienced mages with at least 3 years of experience. But the commander fires back: if you don't participate, you all fail. Being a mage is not all about getting grades and studying, it's also about fighting and saving lives. Mo Fan asks if they will get rewarded for capturing the monster in the cave, to which Jean responds, if the one manages to capture the bounty, the whole class passes with an A. Zhang Kong also adds, the person who captures it will get awarded the Commander Magic Shield. The thought of something valuable within Mo Fan's reach sends shivers down his spine, making him eager to start this quest. And so the exploration starts with John using his air abilities to fly to the nearest spot and tying a rope for the other to cross. Now exploring the lands, a chubby fella gets stuck in a very sauce situation. Thankfully, Mu Bai saves him as well as our eyes by freezing the tentacle plants. Later, all the students arrive at the cave where the monster is at. The biggest idiot, size-wise and IQ-wise, convinces the group to follow his homie, the rank 2 mage, instead of following the rank 1 Mo Fan, which in a way makes them more stupid than the guy is. As the group enters, Mo notices something wrong. He points out to his friend how the lake water shows that something big is inside. Upon realizing the huge risk at hand, John rushes to tell the students, but they laugh at him and mock the boys for being scared. However, they were the ones scared shitless when a massive wolf reared his head, all except the rank 3 fire girl. But Mo Fan was fast to sweep her out of the situation. Outside, the teachers and officers stand by, watching as they explain they wouldn't put the kids against a one-eyed wolf, and the thing inside is a pet wolf. It follows one of the officers' instructions. That said, the students still think it's the real deal. The fire girl goes to fight the wolf, followed by the Thunder Mage, while the Ice Boy is currently on his back. After seeing his classmates fail, Mo Fan steps in for the rescue. He is the only person able to damage the wolf with a level 2 fire spell. The damage was so severe the wolf went out of control. Hence, the commander orders the supervisor to move out, taking off his uniform, revealing a glorious set of wings and armor. Yet the first one there to save a girl from being devoured is John, with his swift wind power. John resumes to distract the wolf and lure him further away from the students, yet it lands above Mo Fan's head. So John moves fast, takes his boy, and goes even deeper inside the cave. Rank 3 girls and the girls saved earlier want to go back inside to help, but the boneless classmates refuse, saying it's a suicide mission. Luckily, the supervisors arrive and get notified about what has happened. Meanwhile, John and Mo are still running. John falls while trying to save his friend. Seeing this, brother Mo stands back up, enraged and determined to save John. He uses a thunder attack to slow the wolf, and he then uses a fire attack to destroy a pillar above the wolf, impaling it. When the berserk wolf dies, Mo's necklace stores the spirit in it. Soon after, Commander Zhan arrives ready to put down the oversized wolf, but gets shocked seeing Mo already managed to defeat it. The commander asks him how he managed to do it, as it's a feat only experienced field mages can do it. This statement gets backed up after the commander tells the party it wasn't him who defeated it. The pet owner accuses the teacher of helping the student, but he tells him, "No sir, it wasn't me, even I can't solo an archwolf." Later, the commander awards the boys with a medal, then invites Mo to join the military after he graduates from high school, like some sort of a shady businessman, but Mo declines. Commander Z, still trying to wrap his head around how Mo could defeat the wolf, gets distracted when informed that some monsters got spotted nearby, so he orders his men to move out immediately. At night, Mo is sitting on the roof contemplating his boosted 20% progress that helped him overcome the wolf and wonders what it would be like if he had level 2 thunder, since it's more powerful than level 2 fire, which he already mastered. Mo then concludes that he has to fight more monsters on top of practicing to boost his performance and mastery, as well as his necklace stats. The next day, our boy heads to the bounty hunter headquarters to see if some jobs would help him get what he wants. He overhears a convo between an ambitious mage that keeps asking about quests and a middle-aged guy that keeps putting him down, reminding him about his current power and lack of it. Mo approaches the guy and asks him about an association based in the city called the Monster Hunters. The association pays good money and only takes on a quest within the city, which suits our boy. The man tells him indeed they are recruiting and point at a huge line before resuming to discourage the main man, but Mo ignores this bet to rambling and asks if his chances would be good if he's a fire mage. The man says yeah, it would be higher than the rest. A lot of groups look for fire mages even if they didn't have a lot of experience. Considering how long the line is, Mo tells the recruiters he is a thunder mage. The team captain, who is a peaky man that already declined a lot of good participants for the slightest reason, accepts Mo, who tells him he lacks experience, agility, courage, and license to bounty hunt, all traits the captain mentioned a person should have to become a member. Before joining the group, our boy introduces himself to the group as Fan Mo. Immediately after becoming a member, the party gets a quest regarding a rat monster terrorizing a girl's school, which happens to be Mo's sister's school. Riding with the party while counseling his identity, Mo calls his sis to make sure she's okay. Upon arriving at the school, the team splits to look for the monster that took a girl with him. Mo's phone spooks him while looking around, his sister calling him to make sure he's okay. He puts her mind at ease and asks her where the girl was last seen. She tells him it was around the cafeteria where our boy is currently located. The monster shoots a light beam, but our boy is fast on his feet dodging. When it shoots again, the waterbender on the Monster Hunter team blocks the shot. The team moves out to deal with the overgrown rat. Mo is amazed by the windbender powers as well as the leader who used a level 3 fire attack, Firestorm. Later, when the ice chick gets ready to seal the deal, the rat jumps her, but luckily Mo Fan is able to act fast and electrocute it to death. The leader commands the new member for his courage. After Mo killed the rat, its spirit was stored in the necklace, and it seems no one can see the spirit aside from our boy. While riding back, the commander and team tease the ice lady about returning the favor. The Wind Boy mentions he will get paid generously and then mentions that a girl was calling him all night. The girl turns out to be his sister, who was calling him all night from a public phone. Mo assures her he is indeed alright and makes her feel better by narrating how he killed the rat. The next morning, Fan Mo heads to the hunter's headquarters and collects his hard-earned money. On the other side, Mo's opponent is enjoying the high life swimming in a massive pool, while Hadi waits for him with a towel in hand. Muho asks how his training is going, to which Yuan tells him, "It's decent. Currently, I'm level 2 on the verge of level 3, but it feels I'm not going fast enough." Later, the edgelord, who 100% is going to be douche from the way he looks, talks to his adoptive father, who informs him the duel will be held on the day of his coming-of-age ceremony with lots of important figures and celebrities attending to watch. Now, the obvious reason behind that is because lame Sub-Zero wants to humiliate Mo Fan's family line in front of everyone, as well as show how strong the Mu family is. That said, the most important reason he wants every prestigious name there is because the winner of the duel will get a ticket to train in the Blessed Spring. The Holy Spring is a sacred location where selected mage gets to enter it and boost the progression substantially. Only one person a year is allowed there. Talking about that, the scene gets cut to a one-eyed wolf enjoying that empowering juice from the Holy Spring. Back in class, Z tells his homie that the rank 3 girl has been eyeing him and he feels she might ask Mo for a date tonight. Surprisingly, the girl approaches Mo and asks to meet with him tonight. If we didn't know Z was an airbender, one would think he was a bender. Ah yes sir, we said it. Hope this joke makes it through uncensored. If not, expect to see it in the comments. That said, turns out the girl wanted to ask our boy to inspect an old factory near her grandmother's house. The old lady claims something freaky was happening and that she feels off every night. Instead of telling the girl to take her old lady to a home center, Mo decided to play along and parkour his way inside the abandoned factory, while Min just gorilla her way in. Inside the factory, the couple comes across some footprints. The chick wants to go and ask for help, but Mo, being a rookie hunter for the best bounty hunter group in the city, he tells her, "Nah, no need for that." Yup, big mistake, as they encounter a very massive one-eyed wolf bigger than the average beast. Min freaks and calls the police, alerting the monster. So Mo swoops her like the dumb princess she is, and they flee outside, where Mo manages to create an opening for her to run while he stays to keep the wolf at bay. Meanwhile, outside, Min tells the ice lady from the hunter team what happened and asks her to save the brave classmate that stayed behind for her to leave. Luckily, she manages to do so along with the help of Yuan, who notices that his cousin is familiar with the guy. She tells him he is the guy that insulted Uncle, the man you will duel after 2 months. Seeing how his opponent is down his back and ready to run away when told, Yuan is certain about his victory. However, little did he know our boy had to run so he can get his cover to come back and flex his thunder talent. Mo Fan arrives later after everyone got there. The captain tells him to use his thunder since using his fire would free the wolf from its ice prison. Fan Mo uses a weak-ass level 1 attack that seems to juice the wolf, since whenever something glows red, it means we're in for the next level. And indeed, that was the case as the wolf broke from the ice and started evolving to level 2. The party wants to retreat and let the military take care of the situation, but the captain, driven by duty and honor, is against it. While Wolf's blood was boiling, ready to duke it out, the team captain threw a ball of fire at the beast, but all it could do was knock it back. So when the wolf got back up and leaped, aiming for the head, the water girl was ready this time and she constructs a barrier. Seeing the water door won't hold, Fan Mo, like usual, lifts the girl and runs for her while the captain nukes the wolf. It sure looked big, but it didn't do crab to the dog rat. It seems the attacks made him more powerful, as we see it running through every test they put him through: ice, earth, wind, water, till he was stopped by electricity. There was a reason why Zeus was the king of the gods, and Fan Mo displays a fraction of it with his level 2 thunder spell. The joy powers of Fan Mo and the captain soon prove useful, as they held the beast long enough for Officer Swag to come in with a mid-level water attack. He then proceeds to use a mid-level wind attack, ending the fight with an easy win. After getting the wolf spirit, Fan Mo asks the messenger of Drip about mid-level magic. The guy tells him, "I believe you can achieve mid-level magic very soon with the things you showed so far, and when you do it you will be stronger than me, since mid-level thunder is far stronger than water and wind." The officer congrats the bounty hunters on their new strong, courageous member, and everyone is happy, but not Yuan, who seems to suffer from main character syndrome. The fire girl hugs the main man, thanking God he's still okay, as well as thanking him for going to the factory, because if he didn't go, her grandma would have been dog food right now. Incidentally, his efforts were aligned with his goals, resulting in his necklace to evolve, not to mention the money he made and gave to his sister after that big job. P.S. It's common between mid-levels and higher mages to unlock more talents. It comes with time and practice, hence why Officer Swag using 2 elements didn't surprise others. It's only a big deal if you can unlock at birth, which in turn makes it more impressive, as the mage would be able to get a 3rd element under their belt. Also, his sister informs him she can now use healing magic. another rare talent by the way. Later that day, while Mo was chilling with his boy, the teacher informs him that the principal wants to see him. Do you know why Mu family is inviting important people? The principal asks before revealing the true motive is to take control of who goes to the sacred spring, where one person is allowed every year. The school will recommend Mo Fan to go, but the Ice family doesn't want that as well, the other influential clans. So this duel will be a show of power on why their boy should go. Although Mo Fan is wondering why the man is doing all this since he is 100% confident about winning, the principal and the other teacher wish him good luck believing he will meet it. Adding, even if there is no chance for you to win, at least put on a fight to show these bastards what you made of and earn our school recognition. Meanwhile, Subfreezer is telling his daughter that once Yuan wins and goes to the spring, he will be fit to become her loyal assistant, something she doesn't seem interested in. Later at night, Mo gets approached by her while sitting on top of a hill. She asks him not to participate in the duel as she doesn't want him to get hurt or ruin his chances to join a good magic university. Mo asks her if she loves her father, to which she says yes. Mo Fan then fires back with, "You still love your father even though he is a controlling bully. My father is a loving man. He cares for me and my disabled sister. He tried his best to help me while getting insulted and humiliated by others. I will not run away. Now is my chance to prove to everyone my father is no fool." The next day, Mo Fan is walking to the Mu Crypt while everyone rides with style. Among them are the bounty hunters who received an invitation from the Icebender chick and their team. Mo greets her but then remembers the team doesn't actually know him. They know him by his alter ego Fan Mo, so he excuses himself and leaves. That said, the members do note he looks familiar. Inside, Mo gets approached by Commander Z while he is enjoying some food samples. The commander asks him to join the army again, but Mo passes on the offer, and the commander tells him, understandable, have a nice day, and wishes him luck. Mo's classmates then arrive at the party on behalf of the school to support their rank 1 boy in the duel. Soon after, Lord Ice introduces the participants to the people, or rather he introduces them to Yuan since he didn't even bother to mention Mo's name once. But enough with the useless chit-chat, it's showtime. Yu tries to assert dominance with his ice-cold handshake, but our boy is hot on his trail and melts it with his sheer awesomeness. As soon as the fight starts, Ice Boy pulls an attack that freezes everything in sight, but not Mo Fan, who uses a level 2 fire spell around him to keep himself warm, and then proceeds to shoot the guy with a level 2 fire blast, yet the attacks don't connect since the guy is rocking some magical Air Jordans. The commander notes that using Dem shoes is just downright cheating, but with no referee, the fight continues and Yu pulls a level 3 ice attack that is like the first one but far colder. Upon seeing his students' fire getting extinguished, the principal asks to stop the duel fearing Mo would get hurt, but the Ice Douche Ice enjoying Mo's suffering says, nah, let's see what will happen. Big mistake as Mo stands back up and pulls out a level 3 fire move, Firestorm, the same move the bounty hunter captain uses. He then bends the flames and shapes into a dragon that follows the edgy boy till it lands. The Ice Lord doesn't seem phased, unlike the rest of the attendees who are amazed by the abilities and power of a kid not taken care of by a wealthy family or clan. Back to the duel, Yu stands back up again with his hair somehow still intact. Turns out the guy was wearing full anti-fire magic armor, which enrages the viewers since this is no mere cheap trick like the shoes from earlier. The commander stands up to tell his boy, Mo Fan, just stop now. His magic armor is fireproof. You cannot harm him, however hard you try. It's meaningless to continue. We're all seeing your abilities. The ice prick arrogantly agrees with him and continues to make fun of his lack of equipment and money. Incidentally, it reminded Mo of his loving father that gave him everything, even selling his own house to make sure Mo enters the school, so needless to say, it awakened something in Mo, and that something is his level 3 thunder attack that he flexed in front of everyone, shocking them. The bounty hunter realized this guy is their guy. Meanwhile, Yu starts shitting himself seeing Mo's power, and can you blame the guy for it, after seeing a thunder dragon flying his way? The level 3 attack manages to destroy the armor and knock you out. Back to the crowd's perspective, everyone looks down with amazement and joy as Mo declares himself a winner. The end.